god. She's gonna put her phone there? Like, yeah, talk to this. You're not worthy to talk to me directly. Talk to my fucking phone. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's really her? But this is... we're still in a virtual world, so...
What? What's going on?
Am I hallucinating?
I hope so.
I know anything goes
Yeah.
here, but this is clearly not fucking okay!
Exactly, I know, indeed, we're like in a virtual world, you know, so we shouldn't be surprised if suddenly fucking dinosaurs started fighting with unicorns in here, but still, just the fact that we're seeing this is like a little mind-boggling.
I see. So that's your reaction to seeing an extra-large high school girl.
Well, yeah, it's not something you see every day.
But are they really that big? Don't you think they're pretty small?
Depends what you're talking about.
She's huge! She's way too huge!
I don't know, you still beat her, Akane.
But the final boss in a certain action game is much bigger.
True.
You know, that game. Kniferella.
Kniferella.
She said it anyway.
Uh-oh, they're about to get sued. Oh, the cleavage.
I see. An estimated bust size of 15 meters, huh? My boobs are hopelessly huge.
Since when has that ever been a complaint?
Hey, want me to squish you in between them?
Can I?
Big boobs feel good, you know.
Ooh.
I'd get fucking crushed!
I won't know what that feels like.
If this was a pandering fan service game full of pretty girls, there'd be a CG close-up of my cleavage. But...
Can we get that? No, but it's not this. That's not this kind of game, you know? Don't worry, I play plenty of other games like that.
too bad. This isn't a fan service game. Of course, since it's not an action game either. You won't even get to experience the refreshing sensation of battling an enormous final boss.
Doesn't matter, I'll take you out with my words.
So fucking hopeless!
Here she goes again with their switching of personalities.
This is Monokuma's true identity?
But my question just remains: is Junko now still alive or not, or is this part of like the virus or the program that Junko left behind?
We have to deal with this thing?
I'm shocked you'd call me this thing.
It's the cute part.
So mean.
Is it just me, or did her personality change? I get easily bored of my personality. Like, I already got bored of my personality who gets easily bored.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's when Fuyuhiko would say, "It's too damn soon to say you got bored, right?"
Wait, what?
She knows. Don't even bother saying it, Fuyuhiko. She knows.
I have plenty of data on you guys, so it's so easy for me to know what you're all thinking.
You are not bored at all.
That's an interesting thing she said there. She has so much data on us, but the fact that we're in a virtual world, right? It would make sense that all of our thoughts are actually data as well. So people that has like a high, like let's say, you know, if in comparison to your computer, like if someone has administrator level access to things, does that mean that they actually have access to our memory or our thoughts and everything, our quote-unquote data as well? That could be possible, right?
I got bored of
And
getting
kind of
bored.
dangerous.
Jeez. Even when I'm dead, I still get bored. This sucks.
Even when you're dead? Does that mean... Is this person's true identity? Oh, Junko Enoshima for sure. Why is Chiaki Nanami in there?
I see!
Are you Junko Enoshima?
But she kinda said even when she's dead, so she's still dead?
Did you say Junko Enoshima? Isn't she dead?
It's true. I did end up dying the last time.
Yeah. Well, if you're not dead this time...
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to go so fast. I couldn't help it, you know? It was my first time. Jeez, stupid. You're the one who made me go. And why is someone who died here right now? Do you guys know about an artificial intelligence called alter ego?
Yes? What are you trying to say? Uh-oh. Huh?
Exuberance! We are now an AI! We have transcended humanity!
So you're an AI too, basically, I guess. This is Junko AI.
What AI? Stop saying all this crazy bullshit.
You see, my personality is like this because I'm the type who dies easily, right? That's why I made my own AI program while I was still alive.
Okay. Kind of impressive that she was able to create that, considering, you know, it took someone like the ultimate programmer to create Chihiro, his own AI. But honestly, he's not the only person in the world that can do that, but still. It's a little bit impressive, or very impressive rather, than Junko Enoshima is capable of doing something similar.
And then someone uploaded me into this Neo World program.
Yeah, so definitely, okay, so that's the thing, right? Someone uploaded her. So that is the virus. Someone uploaded. So it has to be someone from the inside. I'm fairly certain about that. It has to be. Or someone infiltrated. An ultimate despair infiltrated into the Future Foundation. But it makes more sense that it's someone on the inside.
And that's how alter ego Junko hopelessly appeared in front of you guys.
Okay. Fuck. Alter ego Junko. That's insane! This insane bitch is Junko Enoshima! She's responsible for everything. The destruction of Hope's Peak Academy. The destruction of the world, yep. The one who took over the Neo World program and forced us to kill each other. It was all this bitch's doing! Even so, what am I supposed to do? Even if we know she's Junko Enoshima.
Don't get cautious and think stuff like, what can we do? I mean, we're all ultimate despair here.
Fuck.
Each and every one of our classmates looked at us like we're a bunch of loogies on the side of the road.
I mean, we're not like that anymore, okay, Junko? We don't remember that part?
So, let's all be friends!
Oh my fuck. I know that at some point we were kind of, you know, not necessarily working for her, but kind of, right? We were all part of Ultimate Despair, we were remnants of despair, so... Technically, yeah, but if we don't remember that part, then fuck that part, you know?
Hell no!
Man, they hate me. And I was thinking of you guys when I tampered with the graduation program. But they still hate me.
What do you mean thinking of you guys? Huh?
Tampered with the graduation program?
Okay, so she did tamper with it. Before I kind of thought that it was something like, you know, even beyond her access, beyond the virus's access to change or delete the graduation program, but she actually did tamper with it.
Remember what that fake Makoto said earlier? About what happens to you when you graduate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you guys weren't getting a big enough reward for graduating. So, I decided to modify what happens so it's something exciting and unique, just like a game.
And what is this exciting and unique thing?
Uploading your game memories into your real bodies is fine, but letting your friends stay dead just sucks.
Okay, I agree. What is your plan then, Junko?
That's why I decided to resurrect them.
How are you capable of doing that? Oh my fuck. Now she's adding like reason to choose her. Oh my fuck. But how is she capable of doing that?
This is the new graduation program I'm offering.
Resurrect?
But then now, that was like the whole downside of graduating, right? But the thing was, when it was still Monokuma, right? When Junko was still in Monokuma and the fake Makoto was there, the Monokuma said like, no, you shouldn't graduate. But you know, he was only saying that so that we would agree with Makoto, and then, but the real goal was for us to graduate. And the downside of graduating was the fact that our friends would die, would remain dead, right? Or at least we would be technically sacrificing them because they don't come back. But now she's taking that part away, she's actually going to, or she's saying she's going to resurrect all of them when we choose to graduate. But how the fuck, so this will obviously make all of us want to choose graduate, but why is how is she capable of doing that? How would she be capable of doing that?
Hey, are you serious? Can you really do that?
It was like real hard, you know?
Wow, that's a new version of her we haven't seen yet.
The graduation program is the core part of this game, so it was protected with a lot of encrypted codes. It took me a long time. I felt so much despair about how useless I am.
Oh my god.
Well, one advantage of being an AI is that I got smarter with computers.
But the thing is, to get smarter with computers, you have to, like, that happened after you became an AI, right? But you still have to be smart with computers to build an AI in the first place. Unless someone else built an AI for her, about her, I don't know. That's still the part that I find I'm a little bit hesitant with, you know, that she managed to create her own AI. And then says that after that she got smarter with computers, kind of hinting at the fact that before that, she wasn't that smart with computers, or at least not as smart as she is now.
Before that, every time a computer froze, I used to put it in the microwave and nuke it.
Then how the okay, if that's really how smart you were with computers before that, how the fuck did you create an AI? I'm calling bullshit on that.
Show of hands, class. How long do you think it took for me to modify it?
Who cares about that? Are you serious when you say that everyone who died will come back to life?
Did you forget? You gotta answer questions to progress the story. That's the rule of this game, right?
Okay, give me the question then.
By the way, I'll give you a clue. You guys were always watching time slip away at a certain place.
Time slip away.
So you're not gonna tell us until we answer that?
You mean the clock? We're completely at her mercy. But if we can't progress unless we answer, we have no choice but to answer. How long it took for Junko Enoshima to modify? Oh! So that's the timer was, the Monokuma bomb thing or whatever, the Monokuma timer in Jabberwock Park. So it was like 20 days or something, right? She said we were watching how long it took. If so, the certain place we were watching that was Jabberwock Park. Our college's yeah, definitely Jabberwock Park.
I see! The countdown at Jabberwock Park. That's the only place we can think of.
But it's funny how you can kind of predict 20 days ahead of time, like, yeah, I'm gonna finish it at that point. But you can, I guess that's just sort of the time limit she set for herself, even if she was thinking like, alright, I might finish it within 14 days and then I'll just wait another 6 days or whatever. 21
That's the
days,
only place we
yeah.
consistently watch that has anything to do with time.
Yep.
Then that countdown represented the time that was needed to modify the program.
How brilliantly wrong! You're totally wrong about that tricky timer.
What? Wrong?
Wrong? Then what was it?
How should I put this? I was just goofing around.
What? Huh?
I mean, isn't stuff you don't understand exciting even though you don't get it?
I guess.
It's kind of like superhero cosplayers, or someone else's designs of alien life and stuff, right?
It was just for show?
In the end, it was meaningless. Does that fill you with despair? Like getting booted from a game server?
A little bit, I guess. I thought it was something that felt like had a lot of meaning throughout the entire game, you know? And then it turns out to have been nothing at all. Completely meaningless.
You know those murder mysteries where the culprit is really the detective who's investigating the murder? Well, I'm so over predictable crap like that. Just what did you expect at this stage of the game?
I don't know. I don't know anymore what to expect, honestly.
She's seriously messed up.
Well, in a way, the countdown implied I was on a mission. Did you ever make up your own silly rules, like don't step off the white line when you cross the road? I was testing myself to see if I could get you guys into the graduation program before the timer reached 0.
Enough. Please stop.
Don't be so disappointed. It's totally true. I had a hard time manipulating the program. While you guys were at the beach making wrinkly dog faces, I was working so hard on my own, you know?
Hey, enough with this pointless crap! Are you seriously going to resurrect everyone who died?
I actually agree with you, Hiko. Like, get to the important stuff, woman.
Like I said, it's easy. It's just a game after all.
But then why was it made? Why did it sound like it was really difficult, if not impossible, before? And now she's making just saying like, oh, it's so fucking easy to resurrect everyone. Just a game?
Yeah. Each and everything that happened in this world was just an event within the game.
Okay.
There's no way anything that occurred in the game could affect the real world.
That's what I would generally think too, but you never know.
What you're saying now is completely different from what you said before.
Because before we're being told that that was not the case, so what the fuck do we believe? God damn it.
You said whether or not it's a lie. The moment you feel something is real, it becomes real.
The game where you throw my words back at me is over, so you don't really have to worry about it.
Fine. I won't worry about it.
Hey!
Who fucking cares about logic? As long as everyone who died comes back to life, that's good enough.
But if we do not understand the principles behind it, then we do not even know if it is really possible.
Exactly, she's just saying it. Like, we have to take her word for it if we actually do pick to graduate. So she's gonna have to convince us to say that it's really possible. Otherwise, I'm not gonna pick graduate.
Anything goes in this world.
True.
You've seen that happen so many times already, right?
But I felt okay. He does say anything goes in this world, and we've seen some weird shit in this world, but it's mainly been in the last chapter though. It's mainly been in the 6 chapters. In the other 5 chapters, I feel like anything that happens, even if it was in a virtual world like we know now, I feel none of it was really anything crazy where you started to question the fact that whether we were in a real world or not. Like, you know, nothing like really fucking weird happened where you just started to question like, is this actually really possible within the real world? Or just, I don't know. There was never nothing fucking weird happened, you know? And it's not like aliens fucking came here and you just like started to question like, what the fuck, this is not supposed to be possible inside a real world. So, I don't know.
Well, if a high school girl can get huge, then it's not crazy if the dead can come back to life, right?
So it can, if we're going by the saying of like anything goes, it can only be based on like the last chapter, I feel, mainly.
If she's saying that's how she tampered with a computer program, how are we supposed to respond to that?
That's right. That's why you should finish this game and go back to living a normal life in the real world.
If we go back, what do you get out of it?
I mean, that's the whole thing. It's for her benefit that we go back, that we graduate. That's what she wants. So what does she get out of it?
What benefit do you get by making us return to the real world? As long as we don't know what it is.
Man, so annoying. You're so petty. It's not like you're a housewife living on a tight budget. All I want is to put on this graduation performance in a more dramatic way. Well, if you doubt me, you don't have to go back. Is that what you want? Not to go back?
I don't know. The thing is like,
Oh, hold on a sec.
it's so vague what we're exactly returning towards, or not going back to.
We're obviously going to get out of here. If it'll bring our dead friends back, it's all we can do.
Of course! We've been working toward that goal for, like, forever!
True. I've been working hard to that goal to get out of here forever, even at the cost of sacrificing our friends. And now that we actually know that it's hopefully possible that our friends get resurrected when we do get out of here, that does seem like the better choice. But I'm still questioning, what does she get out of it? Why does she want us to pick this option?
Because we had that goal, we were able to endure those killings.
Plus everyone can go back together. So there's no reason to hesitate.
You are right.
It does seem like the better option, I agree.
There is no way we can choose to stay here after all we've been through.
Just as expected from the winners of this killing school trip, your will to live is truly ultimate. Wonderful! That's just more reason for you to execute your role as devices.
Devices? Oh, what is that? It was something similar was said too before. Devices?
Okay, now let's stop stalling for time with exposition and hurry up and do it.
Like, was just a cog in like this big machine or something, you know? We only play this small role, but it's still an integral, important role, but it's a role that has to happen, you know? Like, like, imagine we're in a fucking, the first machine that comes to mind is a washing machine. But, you know, if one part of the washing machine isn't working or it's not on, then, or it's broken, then the entire washing machine doesn't work, right? So even if we are a small piece of an entire big picture, we still have to apparently do our task as a device for the big picture, everything else to start working. Is that what Junko is sort of trying to get at?
Now then, why don't you guys just go ahead and answer with the touch panel that's in front of you?
I really want to press graduate, but I don't know.
I'm gonna do it. I'm seriously gonna do it. If you don't hurry up, I'm seriously really gonna do it. You don't have to say, "Who are you talking to?" It doesn't concern a chump like you, Hajime.
What? Why are you calling me a chump? Because I'm a reverse course student?
Chump?
What?
Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be over once we press this.
So we just have to press graduate, right?
If we do that, we can go home, right?
I can go back. With this, I can finally go back. He's right. With this, we can finally go back. This will be the end. And our friends who died will be saved. That's way beyond what we expected. Then, it's safe to say that this is the good ending, right? Oh, what do we actually want? Alright. I'll try not to think too long about this, but this is an actual fucking important decision to the point that there's no timer. Usually there's a timer, but now there's no timer. So, 3 options: press graduate, press repeat, or don't press anything. Press graduate seems like the best options out of the 3, right? Because if you just think about everything that we've gone through in this entirety of Danganronpa 2, that was the goal that we were working towards, right? To get out of here. And we were actually willing to, we weren't willing to, but we had to sacrifice people for that cause. And that's the determination that we sort of had, you know, to like, okay, these people may have died, but we're not going to let their sacrifice go in vain. We're just going to keep pressing on until we finally get out of here. And that's just the determination that made us stronger to eventually just keep going and going on to work towards this goal, to what now is called to graduate. And now we actually know that those people will come back alive too if we press graduate. So this seems like the best fucking option out of 3. So I want to press it. I do, really do. But how do you know for sure all of us is going to, you know, Junko is going to resurrect all of them? Because one thing you gotta keep in mind, right, is if we press graduate, we get out of this game, right? We leave this virtual world. But the people here died in this virtual world. And the thing is, like, what did the thing that Fuyuhiko said, right, is that it's not too strange. Strange fucking things have happened inside this world. But that's the thing. Inside this virtual world that happened, Monokuma / Junko has this power inside the virtual world. But how do we know that he has that same power outside of it? To actually, because that's the thing, right? That he has to have that power to influence things on the outside world to bring them back to life there. Because according to Monokuma earlier, before it was revealed that there's, you know, before the final transformation, that Monokuma actually said that they would be a former husk of themselves, basically brain dead, because they were dead in this game. Then their memories are just, avatars are gone, so they're kind of brain dead in the real world. So how do we know that that power that Junko is showcasing in his virtual world translates over into the real world to the point where she actually can resurrect those people in the real world. So that's the skeptic part about this, and that would that skepticism would probably lean us towards not pressing repeat. But if we press repeat, what the fuck do we get out of it? Nothing really, right? We just stay into this world, live inside a virtual world, and not really do anything, not accomplish anything, except just staying in here and not really facing the truth of what is happening inside the real world. We're basically running away from reality. That's what all that this does. Don't press anything is just it doesn't really do anything, because it's still going to be a majority vote. So if 4 people or 3 other people just press graduate, my vote doesn't even matter at this point. But the same would kind of be if you press repeat, I guess. But fuck. I feel like even though there are risks with this choice of pressing graduate, that, you know, Junko might not even keep her end of the deal, I feel like we just gotta see what's going on in the real world, because pressing repeat does nothing actually. We just stay here and then what? What do? We can't do much from in here, right? So even if we're being lied to, even if what Junko is saying right now is all bullshit, even what everything that we believe right now is a lie, if we just see what's going on in the outside world, if we just graduate, if we just get out of here, at least we'll be able to see with our own 2 eyes the reality that's going on in the real world. And I think that's the most important part. That is the big thing that we need to face. We've been living inside this virtual world for so long that we're actually thinking that this was the real world. But now that it's been brought to our attention that it's not, that we are in the real world, I just feel like we need to face reality. That's what we need to do. We gotta face reality. So I'm just gonna press graduate, I think. I've convinced myself to go with this one. Whether it's the right choice or not, I don't fucking know.
I got it!
Wait, that's
Don't
Makoto!
press it! This is Junko's trap!
What? Makoto is interfering. Oh my god! What?
What the heck? That guy from earlier is back again!
But is this the real Makoto now or not?
It's not again. This time, it's the real one.
Is it? Or is this part of your trap again, Junko?
Real? I'm Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi of the Future Foundation.
Okay. God damn it. I want to believe again it's Makoto, but I guess it is the real one, but still. The fact that we were fooled earlier. This guy is the real Makoto Naegi? Then this is the guy I spoke to.
I'm sorry I'm late. I actually wanted to come rescue you sooner, but thanks to the virus infecting the Neo World program, I wasn't able to enter.
Okay.
Just when the chumps are in a pinch, he's suddenly able to enter for reasons unknown.
Yeah, it's like perfect timing, kind of. I agree with that, Junko.
And thus, the main character gallantly appears.
Like, this could just be another part of Junko's trick, you know? To have another fake Makoto appear as the real Makoto to try and make us think like it's I don't fuck. Oh my god. Come on. I don't know what to think anymore.
So cool! I'm drooling! So much!
Okay, calm down.
Did you also time my arrival? No, it doesn't matter. I'm going to save everyone. And then I'm going to settle this between us once and for all.
This does sound more like the real Makoto, you know? Makoto was always like very in your face about rescuing everyone and just like, you know, getting shit done.
I'm drooling! I can't stop my leak!
Oh my god, stop leaking, please.
How were you able to get here, Makoto?
Since I used my tricks to hack into the program, he must have hacked in with his tricks too, right?
I guess everybody in this game is just, you know, a computer expert to the point where they can hack into these big, complicated programs. I mean, I guess Makoto partly helped create it, or maybe not partly helped create it, but, you know, he has connections with Alter Ego. He was part of the Future Foundation, so it's not entirely too far-fetched that he's able to hack into this, but still, I find it a little bit amusing that everybody can just hack into things and, you know, can create AIs and stuff like that.
That's also how you kept your memories, right? Even though you haven't aged a day, just like these guys.
Wait, what? Haven't aged a day? That's how you kept your memories, haven't aged a day.
If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have been able to save everyone.
What does that mean?
Don't you understand? It doesn't matter how you got here. As long as you're here, you'll be treated like one of my students.
I guess.
Which means you must respect my authority.
Respect my authority!
I already know the risks of being here.
Ugh, you always had such reckless hope. I love you so much that you disgust me.
That's very true. He had very reckless hope. Like, he would just believe in hope no matter what. And that was the awesome thing about Makoto, right?
Hey, just what do you mean by trap? What is Junko's trap?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We can finally end this, you know? If we get out of here, it'll all resolve itself peacefully.
I don't know, but okay, Makoto, you're here now, so help us. Tell us, why is this Junko's trap? What is she trapping us into?
After all this, I can't let you get in the way.
The fact that you guys are even thinking like that is Junko's trap.
Huh?
She's lying to you about your dead friends coming back to life.
It makes sense. I was questioning it myself too, but still, I feel like being in here doesn't bring them back to life either, right? Staying in here.
Oh, little old me.
But yeah, it's definitely, I mean, you know, it doesn't make sense that it's in her capabilities, in her power, to resurrect people. She's not God. Like, yeah, she's powerful inside this, but not God.
Who do we trust?
Not that, I don't know if God is capable of that.
If you knew Junko's
Let's not get
true
into
goal,
that.
you'd know she's lying.
Yeah, okay, but tell us, what is her true goal?
You know her goal?
Yeah. Junko's goal is to convert the Hope Restoration Program to the Despair Restoration Program.
Okay.
The Despair Restoration Program?
As part of the graduation program, your avatar's memory and consciousness is uploaded into your real body. However, none of us expected that any of the avatars would get deleted. Junko has taken advantage of that opportunity. She intends to use her version of Alter Ego, the AI she stole my friend's skill to create.
Okay, so that's how she's able to have her own AI. Okay, that makes sense. It makes sense that she kind of, you know, stole the base of Alter Ego and then changed a few things here and there to make it her AI rather than just a copy of Alter Ego. That makes much more sense why she's able to have her own AI. Because I thought she just built her own from the ground up, which sounds like, you know, you need a lot of the programming skills for that.
And upload herself into the bodies of everyone whose avatar was deleted.
What?
What?
Then everyone who died isn't gonna come back to life.
They're gonna be taken over by Junko?
Oh, fuck. And this is to add them to her army, right?
What the fuck?
Fuck.
Like the real world, once an avatar is deleted from this virtual world, it can't be recovered.
God damn it. So everybody's dead is dead.
It's actually impossible to revive them.
God damn it. There goes all the... Even if it was just a tiny hope of people coming back, it's gone.
That doesn't mean I was lying, you know? I just didn't make some things clear.
Some?
And even if they're overwritten by my alter ego, it doesn't mean they'll be a completely different person.
Well...
The data of everyone who died is stored within me, so I'm sure I can convincingly act out their personalities.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's an act of their personalities. It's not the real personalities of them.
Don't mess with me.
In fact, I have a lot of data on Fuyuhiko, so I know some things that'll make you happy.
What is that?
I can play a version of Peko that's more to your liking than she ever was.
Oh god, don't play into his fetishes, please.
I said, don't fucking mess with me!
Operation Junko-fy All Mankind
begins here.
That's her plan, huh? That's her fucking plan. Junko-fy all mankind?
After uploading my alter ego into everyone who died, I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters.
Oh my
And
god.
then, eventually,
Imagine that.
there's gonna be a whole lot of me's all over the world.
Imagine fucking that. Not I didn't mean like literally imagine, you know, fucking that. I just added the adjective. Yeah, whatever. Imagine that, you know. Total world domination by Junko, where every single person on the world is actually freaking Junko. Holy shit.
With this, my despair utopia, where you can despair as you please, Junko Land, will be complete.
But this looks surprisingly peaceful for despair utopia.
That's Operation Junko-fy all mankind in a nutshell. Oh yeah! Our dreams are expanding and...
That messed up plan is your goal?
Then why didn't you just kill all of us? If you did, you could have taken over all of our bodies. Wouldn't that have been more convenient for you?
But it's not as much fun, I guess.
Is that what you want me to do? Is it still too late to do that?
No. There's a reason Junko couldn't do that. That's why she made you guys kill each other.
Huh? The reason she wasn't able to do that? Was it because there was something she didn't do? If so, then the reason is she was sealed away, the school trip's rules. There wasn't enough time, she didn't have a real body. Where is it? Extreme violence, that's not it. No, I feel like it might be this one, that it's somewhere in the rules. A lead teacher cannot interfere with the students, an exception to this rule is made if any student is this it? The lead teacher cannot directly interfere with the students. I think that's the one? Once a murder takes place, this is the one that Monokuma put into play. I think it is that one. I'm pretty sure it's just because of the rules, definitely, the school trip rules.
I see! I got it. It's because of the school trip's rules.
Even a monster like her has to follow the rules of the school trip?
That's the funny thing, right? It's something that's haunting in her in both Danganronpa 1 and 2, that she has to abide by the own rules that's sort of been created. In Danganronpa 1, it's the rules that she created herself.
Junko usurped Usami's authority as an observer, and her role as your teacher.
And as a teacher, she couldn't interfere.
However, according to the rules of the school trip, even Usami had to follow them.
Okay, so that makes sense.
That's why when Junko took over her position, she had no choice but to follow the rules as well.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. The lead teacher cannot directly interfere with the students. An exception is...
So, the rules were protecting us?
Man, I was so annoyed. I had the authority to add rules, but no authority to delete rules. Oh well, even if I could have deleted rules, I was still busy with my whole taking over your bodies plan.
So you made us kill each other, because you couldn't kill us yourself.
Then, is that how you were able to increase the number of bodies you can take over?
Like I said, I personally didn't care about the outcome of the killings.
How dare you look down on us? Don't fuck with me. What about our lives?
What about everything we've been through, huh?
Chump change.
Oh, Fuyuhiko's gonna be so mad.
I won't forgive you. I will never, ever fucking forgive you!
It's, I feel like Fuyuhiko's definitely like the character that had the biggest transformation throughout everything, you know? And it's definitely because of Peiko Pekoyama dying. But it's just to see, you can just clearly see how it affected him in a good way as well. But you know, just Peiko Pekoyama meant so much to him, and the fact that he lost her, you can just felt it in every single action and everything that he said almost. You know, that just like everything was for her almost, just to let her death not go in vain, and to just have her talk in such a disrespectful way about everything that we've gone through, and especially the people that we cared about and their deaths, yeah, that triggers Fuyuhiko a lot. Like, he's been fucking pissed at her already for so long, ever since she entered and started talking this way towards him, but still, holy shit. I almost feel like at some point Fuyuhiko's gonna explode or something.
So that's your trap. You tried to make us choose graduate, so you can take over everyone's body with the graduation program.
So that's how she altered the grad, yeah. Fuck.
How can you be so cruel?
Because Junko Enoshima is the true ultimate despair.
True ultimate despair?
She doesn't yearn for any kind of future at all. She fills every person she meets with despair.
That's my Makoto. You understand me so well. For me, despair is not a goal or a set of principles, or a lifestyle, or even an instinct. It's what defines me as Junko Enoshima. It's just my characterization.
Your characterization.
That's why I'm able to pursue despair with such purity.
So you're saying you only exist to fill people with despair?
For example, want to hear about a beautiful memory that even I, who gets bored easily, still remember fondly?
Sure.
Picture thousands of fools who are madly in love with me, dying one by one like insects doused with bug spray. And the best part is, they did it to themselves, you know?
Oh my god, because you told them to, right? Fuck.
Thousands of humans falling like dominoes. Oh, that memory is so beautiful. It made my brain melt.
Yeah, about that. Does that story have a happy ending?
No story has a happy ending when it involves Junko Enoshima. At least not in charge. Could it be? Is she talking about them right now? Oh, remember the people that she influenced? The reserve corps students? There was like thousands. It was like 2,357.
I see! Are you talking about the reserve course's mass suicide?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot you're a survivor of the reserve course. By the way, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Wow, thanks.
Mass suicide? What's she talking about?
So she actually told them to just commit suicide, and they all did that except Hajime.
An incident where 2,357 people from the reserve course all killed themselves. Junko probably made them do it.
2,357 people? That's an outrageous number.
I'm surprised I managed to remember that correctly.
You don't have to be that surprised. You all look like your parents, friends, and lovers all died at once.
Probably did.
That was so rude of me. There's no way you guys even have meaningful relationships like that anymore. I mean, you're all ultimate despair. You guys have already eaten your fill of despair.
I do not really know what you are trying to say.
Junko robs the futures of everyone she interacts with. You ultimate despairs are among her many victims.
If someone like me is born, that means the world is yearning for despair.
Despair?
That's wrong. The world isn't yearning for despair. That's the reason we can't let you escape.
But if you do that, you guys won't be able to return to the real world, right?
And we'll die with you.
Huh? If we choose graduate to get out of here, the graduation program will activate, right?
But wait! Didn't Makoto tell us something that there's something that even overrides the graduation program, the graduation exam? Like this shutdown sequence or something?
If that happens, Junko's alter ego will be uploaded into the bodies of the dead.
He definitely said something along those lines. Something that supersedes everything.
Does that mean we gotta stay here to keep her from getting out?
Well, what the heck? Why does it have to be like that?
It's such a cruel fate for you guys. But it's awfully convenient for the Future Foundation. They'll be able to keep all the ultimate despairs, including me, trapped in this game forever.
Wrong! That's not it!
But ultimate despair is hated worldwide, and their lives are no doubt targeted by the Future Foundation. Oh well, If you don't want to acknowledge that, I guess it just can't be helped. Can't be helped. LOL.
LOL.
This is nothing to LOL about.
But it's so ironic. You came all the way here just to find out that graduating is the wrong choice.
Fuck is all I can say to that. Fuck.
Even though you came all this way to win the game. Even though you kept sacrificing your friends to win.
Yeah. We tasted despair. I get your fucking point.
The goal you guys squirmed to reach was wrong all along. Isn't that just so fucking tragic?
Stop it!
Oh my god, it feels like she's mentally breaking us. It was all a mistake, and that sucks so much, right? Because to us it felt like we were doing the right thing, even though it sucked sacrificing other people, even though it sucked that other people had to die. It felt like at the end of the day we were doing the right thing, and then it turned out to not be the right thing. But the worst part of all is that we just had no choice. We had no choice but to do this. Like, even we couldn't even make the right decision. We always only had this one path in front of us, and it was always the right or the wrong choice. So it didn't even matter. Was it really just a mistake? Was it a mistake to think we'd go home alive all along? What about the killings and the class trials? Was this just a meaningless killing game where the ultimate despairs killed each other off? This is just too...
Don't give up yet! There is a way you guys can get out of here, without letting Junko out.
The thing that you told us, right? Huh?
No, there's no way such a convenient... There is? Really? Well, that's the first I've heard of it.
There is? First she's heard of it? Then it's a way that even Junko doesn't know, right? The way to get out of that Junko doesn't know about. The way to get out that Junko doesn't know about, it might be that. It's the, what was it? Where is it? It's something that Makoto... Here it is. A special command that can be used during a graduation exam. Boom!
I see! Are you talking about the shutdown sequence?
Shutdown sequence? What is that?
It's a hidden command I set up in the Neo World program.
Hidden command?
Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution. There was always a possibility that Usami's hope might have made things even worse for you guys. So I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergencies.
As I recall, you said it was a command that not even the teacher can stop.
And that means even Junko can't stop it.
Because that's her role?
Dear me, I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown.
Why not? Huh?
You know about it?
More importantly, do you know why? Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown?
The reason the shutdown sequence can be activated is because it's broken, no authority, there's no shutdown sequence. There are definitely not enough people. I mean, what Makoto described was right, that when all the part was that all 15, the original goal was that all 15 of us would just be at this graduation exam, and all, if some after, okay, so the plan was all gather hope fragments, then attend the graduation exam, and then if something went wrong during the graduation exam, we can activate the shutdown sequence. But it probably requires all of us to be alive, and that was his plan. He didn't take into account for any of us dying. So we probably don't have enough people to activate it. Fuck.
I see!
Fuck!
Because
you serious?
There's not enough people?
Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown,
Need all 16 or 15?
out of 15 people, more than half of them
Oh, right,
must
that was it,
press
yeah.
graduate and repeat at the same time.
So we don't have enough people because we're only 5. I thought all 15 had to be present, but it was, I think it was mentioned as well, more than half, yeah. Kind of slipped my mind, but...
Am I correct?
You still picked correctly.
However, out of 15 people, including Makoto, there are only 6 people here.
So, is there any way to bring more people back here? Where's Byakuya, Makoto? Bring back Byakuya, Kyoko, everyone.
Even if you want to cheat, I won't let ya. The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's totally impossible.
Fuck. Alright, what's your plan now, Makoto?
You totally saw through that supposedly hidden command?
And that is why, remember, I feel like this was a while ago. Maybe at the end of chapter 5 or beginning of chapter 6 or something, but I feel like, remember, I feel like Monokuma said at some point that it was fine to proceed to this portion of the game as long as, because there was a number of people that had to be alive. Remember, I think it was because there were like 3 or 2 days left at the end of the 5th class trial, and even despite the fact that there was time left, I think Monokuma said something along the lines of that's fine, like the amount of people that are gone right now, or the amount of survivors that we have right now is enough. So that's part of Junko's plan, right? To just do this killing school trip thing until the point where there are less than half of the people remaining. And that is what we have right now. We have 5, including Makoto, it's 6. It's not 8 out of the 15. So as long as we had below that number of people, the shutdown sequence is basically something that just was out of the picture, that can't stop Junko anymore. So that's why Monokuma said that. It makes sense. Fuck.
No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
Then what?
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
Yeah, then isn't it kind of suicide coming into here? But then knowing Makoto, he thinks there's still a different way of doing this.
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
Exactly. If there wasn't a chance, Makoto wouldn't be here in the first place.
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe...
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
Yeah, I get it. You're huge, Junko, with your big breasts.
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
Them? He thinks more people are gonna come? Them?